Hello, I'm recording this after I recorded the first few episodes of Dungeon Meshi, so hopefully I'm watching all the episodes in the right order. If you don't know why I'm saying that, then check out the Dungeon Meshi videos. Anyways, My Hero Academia Season 7, Episode 1, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Very interesting start to the season, I feel. All the reminders of All Might. Yeah, so a lot happened in Season 6. We're getting some reflections here on how it ended. I hope we're not going to spend this entire episode rehashing. Hope that we are hope that we more or less get right back into the groove of the pace that was set by season 6, because season 6 was a lot. There was a lot that happened in season 6. A lot of cool stuff too. lot of really cool stuff. I think that I am not remotely alone in feeling that season 6 was the best this show has been in a while. It definitely had its like big moments in the first couple of seasons, but then I feel like a lot of fans felt like it kind of dragged for a while and just felt like we weren't getting the kind of quality we felt like we should have been from the show. But season 6 definitely lived up to expectations. So very curious to see how we continue in this season. Oh, we're getting the OP. I'm now very... I'm getting Dungeon Meshi flashbacks. Again, if you don't know why I'm saying that, what I'm talking about, watch the Dungeon Meshi videos. There was a bit of a silly mix-up that happened. And one of the things that I commented on was the presence of OPs at the outset of new seasons of shows. Not sure if I'm totally digging the animation of the OP. It's got some cool visuals like individually, but as like a sequence, I'm not sure if I'm super big on it. But I do kind of like the song, which is nice. I feel like some of the anime that I've watched recently, I've just like outright not been a huge fan of the songs used in the OP, or I've been like kind of mid on them, kind of mild on them, and they've had to grow on me over time. But I kind of like that. I kind of like that OP. But speaking of standards set by earlier parts of the show, like My Hero started really strong with its OPs, and people are like, "Yeah, no, you're never gonna live up to the first couple." I'm sorry, where are we? Did I miss a sign saying where we were? We're clearly not in Japan because we're watching news about what's happening in Japan. Are we in America? I like how they showed Muscular despite the fact that he was a problem for all of like 3 minutes in the episode he was in last season. Ah! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You can't attack reporters! It's against the Geneva Convention! You can't do that! Hard for the White House to act. Okay, yeah, we are in the good old US of A. Holy muscles. Star. Okay. We saw her at the end of season 6. I did not forgore. So this is they're basically just showing us the lead up of how these people who have acted, how they were what they were going through in the moments before they made their decision to move out, to mobilize. Because they're doing this of their own volition. They don't have official orders. God, All for One is such a good villain. Your life, which is already far surpassed the average life. I'm willing to just let him monologue. Exposition and lore dumps are generally not my preferred method of receiving information about the story, but when it comes from such a strong character. Okay, so she is the top hero for the US. Cool, cool, cool. And what is her quirk? Do tell. So I guess we're just calling Dabi Toya now, by the way. I was thrown off for a second there when he said, unlike Toya. Interesting. So Spinner is kind of becoming the of face of hope for the small demographic of people who have quirks that affect their appearance. Interesting. uh, I forget that guy's name, but the hacker man's guy. I'm surprised he's still around, to be honest. Oh, and he's just keeping his hair white. Cool. Kind of hope he gets a bit of an outfit change. I feel like his dark cloak and everything doesn't really fit with the white hair. What did he just upload like a spinner version of Stain's video or something? I feel like there are other priorities right now, Best Genist. It's him. All right. Unless this is going to be some kind of bait and switch, it seems like we are going to get right back into the action. We're not even 10 minutes into the episode, and we are picking right back up. You love to see it. Does she have more shading than the average character? Good question. What are you right now? Are you Shigaraki? Are you all for one? Are you something else? Hmm. Nopers. Uh-oh. I feel like your intel might be slightly out of date. Oh, wait, no. Okay, they've got some other information too. Good, good. I am worried that most of this little squadron of fighter jets is not going to make it. No, she definitely feels like she's animated different, right? I'll be interested to see if that continues or if it could just be slightly different art style going into season 7. That kind of thing happens sometimes. But yeah, I'll be curious to see if that is an intentional choice they're making for her character or because Shigaraki still looks the same. Oh, Jesus. That's a shot. He is struggling. Talk about an identity crisis. Such power. Such destructive force. I know what your quirk is. A matter of who touches who first? Okay. I'm sorry, what? What? New order. What? That sounds busted! That sounds absolutely broken. Holy. I want it. I hope that they don't steal her quirk. Or if they do, I hope they make immediate use of it afterwards. I feel like there are so many creative potential use cases for that quirk. She got it! It kind of, in a weird way, it reminds me of Mirio's quirk. Because I feel like it's the kind of quirk that the average person would probably struggle to use. But the fact that she is the considered the best hero in the United States, it gives me the impression that like she's probably very good at using it. Hey, I've been there. Used to be a lovely place. I heard that it went a bit downhill after COVID, which is very unfortunate. Haven't been since. Plus ultra. The worldwide implications and effects of All Might. Which means, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get out of me. Oh, don't tell me that's going to be some kind of loophole to get out of her ability. Surely not, right? Oh my god, it is. Not gonna lie, I kind of don't like that. Yeah, his hair, excuse me, what is happening? I think he's short-circuiting. Can we reboot him? Well, yeah. Feel like you could say that about a lot of quirks. Oh, interesting. I feel like that shouldn't be difficult to discover, though. Okay. I feel like, okay, interesting. Well, yeah, that tracks. I feel like a lot of these observations are not super specific to her exact quirk, though. But I guess in a sense, this is just sort of, in a sense, this is like a refresher almost on the kind of limits and governing principles of the concept of quirks. These little chibi things are a little ridiculous. I mean, I feel like that kind of fits with the original characterization of Shigaraki that we got, where he was like super focused on gaming and stuff. Like he treated everything like a video game, right? Remember that? Remember way back in like season 1 and 2 when a lot of his lines were making comments like that. I feel like in a sense, I feel like this is one meant to be like showing the influence of All for One, because All for One is kind of quirk obsessed, right? And so this new kind of this new perspective of Shigaraki's to want to test an interesting new quirk he's found is probably meant to demonstrate their overlapping. What? What? That's an interesting form of smash. But also I think it could be viewed as an extension of oh, ow. Yeah, I feel like this could also be viewed as an extension of his gamerness. I'm sorry, what? Man, imagine if she had real backup. Wait, is it ready? Pause champ. What are they doing? Are they gonna nuke his ass? That would be amazing. Cruise missiles inbound! Oh my word. No! No! Ah! Also, it occurred to me, as I was monologuing and she was talking about, Shigaraki potentially having a different true name, it occurs to me that maybe her command on him didn't work, not because of Shigaraki and All For One overlapping and blending together, which was, I feel like that was kind of what we were being led to believe by the inner scenes of what was going on that we were being shown, where they were, they were very physically combining. But it might just be because Shigaraki wasn't his birth name, even though it's the name he's been using for years and years under the mentorship of All For One. I don't remember what his Tenko something, I think. I don't remember. But when he was Tenko Shimura, is that it? Grandson of Nana Shimura, I think. I think I'm remembering that right. Regardless, you get my point. Even if I have the names completely wrong, you get what I'm saying. It might have been no preview. No, screw you. No preview. I don't like spoilers. So yeah, maybe it was because that's his true name. I don't know. Either way, it feels either explanation I'm not I feel like either explanation I'm not too big of a fan of. I don't know. It feels a little weird. But yeah, that was I think that was a fun first episode. We got kind of a bit of a soft entrance and reintroduction in the first several minutes, but we also didn't spend like the whole episode recapping. And we spent like basically half of the episode in action. Not, I wouldn't say quite half. It was probably a little less than that because we were getting internal monologues, we were getting flashbacks, we were getting that kind of stuff during the combat from both Shigaraki's side and from Star and Stripes' side. But I don't hate that we were getting those things. I think that was cool to see. Again, cool to see, not just because of All Might's seeing like a very direct international effect of All Might's influence, but also just because like I don't know how long Star and Stripes going to be around. There's a chance she gets killed in the next episode or two, or loses her quirk. But I think it's still at the very least nice to be learning a little bit about her in the event that she is going to be a more long-term character potentially. And considering that a lot of what we saw last season with Shigaraki wasn't really him because of All For One's influence over him, it is nice to see kind of, in a sense, how he is recovering and trying to still wrestle with like being his own person. So yeah, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Good first episode overall. Um, unlike unlike the other two shows that I'm going to be watching on the channel at the moment, season 7 of My Hero Academia hasn't actually concluded. I'm going to be watching this as it's coming out. I'm obviously several episodes behind being up to date, but I still intend to get the first few episodes out relatively quickly, and we will see how quickly we progress and how I end up keeping up with it from there. So yeah, that's going to be that. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out other videos on the channel if you are so inclined. And until I see you in the next one, take care. Bye-bye.